right, guys. So we are at Outdoorama. Duane, Judy, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
We had a pretty fun day yesterday.
We did.
Thursday was a little slow, but what have you guys been up to? It's been since the fishing show.
About a
we
month.
seen you last.
We actually
Maybe
just
we-
got back from La Crosse, Wisconsin. We did a big sports show there. And from there, we went right up to Duluth, Minnesota, and did another big sports show, back-to-back shows. This is our third 4-day show. And I'm going to tell you,
You guys are
three
tired.
4-day shows
Yeah.
in a row. Well, it wears on you, but it's fine. That's what we do.
I don't know how you guys aren't like limping around and stuff with back pain.
What
because
makes you
my-
think? What makes you think we aren't?
Because yesterday I'm moaning and groaning in the tub, just trying to stretch. I'm like, oh my back.
You know what? You're right about that. But basically, what happens is your body gets acclimated to it.
Yeah.
And you're using the same muscles all the time. You use muscles you normally don't use.
Right.
So you got sore.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was using some of the muscles I normally use. I did some sitting yesterday, so that's
Yeah.
familiar
Those
to
are
me.
good
Yeah.
muscles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are his muscles.
Yeah, those are the muscles that I use a lot.
And that's why we use the mats, especially on
Oh,
these concrete
gotta have
floors. You
gotta have
the
floor
mat.
mats.
You don't have
This
to do a
concrete
fishing
this
show,
concrete will
that
kill you.
Oh yeah, those floor.
You
mats
had your
are-
Crocs on.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that on top of the floor mat, you had a cushion.
That works.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
crocking and rolling yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes,
that is
you
for
were.
sure.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I'm super happy that you guys came out with an SPG rub. This stuff, oh my God, is it good? I was so excited to see that this weekend. I've been telling everybody about
We've been
it.
talking about it for a year.
And
how you need an
because
SPG.
I mean, so like every big dog on Instagram, because that's where I frequent when I'm doing my cooking
Right.
stuff is on Instagram. Everybody's got an SPG rub. They've got it. Big capital letters SPG, and people are like, oh, I need that. And I've had a bunch of different SPGs, but that one blew me away. It just it just punches you in the face with flavor. It's so intense. And
That
it's-
goes to our product knowledge.
Yeah,
The rest of these will punch you in the face too.
yeah.
And what it comes down to, all garlic is not created equal. And so we source our garlic from California. But I did my homework and I was reading what everybody else was doing, and I did not agree
Right.
with what they were doing. And so I said, I'll just do it my way. It's worked so far.
This
So-
is intense as all our other flavors are intense.
So I was talking to my buddy last night. We were playing Xbox and stuff, and he's placing an order today. I was like, I know you can't come to the show. I was like, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. You got to get this stuff. And he goes, what sets it different? I was like, well, I don't know what he does different. I was like, but he does. You can taste the difference with it. I was like, just trust me. I was like, get one, and you will thank me later. And he was like, all right, I'll order one. He's like,
It's the
he's
quality.
Like, we'll talk money tomorrow. So he's placing an order. He's excited about it. So,
I got a question for you, Jimmy.
yeah.
And Jimmy was the one that said, as he was walking away from the booth, he says, you should do an SPG. And I don't think he knew if I heard him or not, but I did. And I paid attention.
Well,
I
I
pay
thought-
attention to everything.
Well-
Okay? But anyway, let me ask you this. What if, that's always the good question. What if I did this? What if we did SPGO?
With onion? Oh my, that would be good.
Spigo.
That would be good. I would.
Well,
we
we do them both.
I would do it for sure.
We're doing both.
Yeah.
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 I would definitely do it.
And well, next week we'll have an SPGO.
So that's going to be really good. So when I was talking to you guys about it, I thought for sure you guys were going to go, yeah, whatever. What do you know about
no.
marketing? We've been
Oh,
doing
no.
it for
But
years.
you kept talking to me about
Yeah.
it, and
No.
so that yes,
Oh yeah,
it works.
I
It works.
wanted to see it happen for sure because I wanted to see what you could do with it, and was not let down at all.
Well, as you well know, this is the perfect marriage. We do a steak and brisket
Yeah.
to die for, okay?
Yeah.
It has a very, very deep smoky flavor. This will be a sister.
oh yeah, for
If
sure.
you don't want that smoky flavor, now you go with SPG or SPGO.
Who doesn't want smoky flavor? Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty of the steak and brisket, Ryan, is that I do it all the time. I put a whole pork butt in the crock pot, or not crock pot, but the Instapot. I add a half a cup of white vinegar, very important, white vinegar. You're going to steam it with vinegar. 2.5 hours. When you pull it out, it's ready to pull. If you put steak and brisket on it, that's going to give you your smoky flavor. you don't have to even put it on the smoker.
Right. Yeah, it does. It does have a
We're
lot
going
of
to add
smoke
that
to
to
it.
Tasty Tuesday, Jimmy.
Yeah,
But-
we'll talk about that.
But the
for
tip
sure.
of the day was white vinegar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I got an Instapot for my wife for Christmas,
You
too,
did.
so
There you go.
she hasn't used it, it's still in the box.
that steak and brisket I hold very near and dear to my heart for sure. But
No, you like chops and burgers.
chops and burgers is my second
So,
favorite.
audience, I told him yesterday I wasn't going to make chops and burgers anymore. And he said, yes, you are. And I said, okay, I will.
I think my
guess I
words
am.
were. I think my exact words were, "I'll kill you."
I was being nice.
Okay, you did. We'll make it just for you, Jimmy.
Don't you dare. So I don't something about chops and burgers, man. Like I mean, obviously you can use it on your pork chops, which I've used it on. Like if you go to the meat market and you buy the already smoked pork chops, which melt in your mouth, chops and burgers goes on that every time. Goes great on your burgers, but they really go really well on like your shoulder steaks. That like just it's amazing. You throw a little bit of that chops and burgers on your shoulder steaks, throw that in the pit boss, get a good sear on it, run that thing on high. There's nothing better than that when it comes to pork.
Chops and burgers has that same deep smoky flavor
Yeah.
that our steak and brisket does. And that's my jerky seasoning. We're jerky aficionados. We've made hundreds of thousands of pounds of jerky. Okay? And that's our original jerky seasoning that's in there. And I think, in all honesty, I think that SPG and SPGO will give chops and burgers a run for its
Oh,
money.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait to taste the SPGO for sure because the SPG just blew me away. So
I already know where I'm going to source my onion.
Yeah.
there you go.
Because again, you can go and buy the onion, but you can go to Walmart and get the onion. The other thing folks want to do at home too, not powdered. You want granulated. You can control granulated garlic and onion. You cannot control the powder.
Right.
You have no frickin' idea how much you actually got in there.
Right.
And if you use the granulated, you'll be cooking with gas.
Yeah, it's a good call. Good call for sure. Well, I know the SPG was amazing on my steaks last night, and I had to. The funny thing is, I was tired from the show. I was like, I gotta try it. I was like, I gotta thaw these steaks out as quick as possible. I stayed up late and had my steaks, and my God, was it good. So
I went home and had Denise try it. I had a bag of kettle chips. It's probably the same ones you use. And I was like, you got to try this. I literally had her try it. And she's like, I don't want to. I just ate. And I'm like, I don't care. Get over here and try it.
Okay,
And
so
she was like, that's
these guys are out eating good food after the show.
Yep.
Judy and I had a bowl of Wendy's chili.
It's not bad either.
No.
No.
But you know something? At 8:30 at night, I don't want much to eat. Yeah.
I ate all that steak, so I definitely ate it.
You made both those steaks?
I ate both of those steaks. Yeah,
You're ashamed of yourself.
I know.
Poor
Protein,
cow.
protein.
protein.
Have you ever? I think we've talked about this, but have you done sous vide?
I have not yet.
Oh, you have to.
I thought he was going to ask you if
Oh,
you've
you
seen a
have to.
cardiologist.
No.
You have to do sous vide. SOUSVIDE, 2 words. Look it up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can't
had
ruin.
sous
You
vide
can't
before.
ruin
Very
it.
good.
How do you like your steak? Medium rare?
If it doesn't matter. I'll eat it while it's still alive.
Rare. All right.
Still
So then
moving.
set that sous vide
Oh.
at 128 degrees. That meat will not go. You're cooking in hot water. That meat will not go above 128 degrees. You can leave it in there for 12 hours. It's not going above 128. It'll be medium rare. The only thing that happens is it gets more tender.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can take a kind of a crappy cut, and you can make a really good steak with it.
We went to a steakhouse after the fishing show one night.
Yeah.
And so it was so funny. Everybody orders their stuff. I was the last person to order. And they're like, what would you like? And I go, I didn't even look at the menu. What is the biggest steak that you guys have? And so she like gets on her tiptoes and looks over at the counter and she's like, yeah, we have like, what was it, like a 38 ounce ribeye or
Tomahawk?
something like that. No, it wasn't even
Oh,
a tomahawk.
tomahawk.
I was like, I'll take that, please. She's like, how do you want it cooked? I was like, it can still have a heartbeat for all I care. I was like, just bring it out. Do you want mushrooms and onions? Yeah, bury it alive in both.
Right. Right.
It was good.
It was a sight to see. Dan's got some video of it.
I had all steak and stuff in my beard and stuff. It was a mess.
Well, it's funny. You look at you see these tomahawks, and it's a ribeye for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got that much bone that you're paying $16 a pound for.
Yeah,
On a rib steak where the bone stops at the meat, that's fine.
yeah.
But you're just That's good marketing. Is what that is.
I'm a big tomahawk guy. I just something about just the visual of you slapping that down
Oh,
on the coals.
we
I
were
love
in
it.
Texas at our daughter's, and they took us out to dinner. They took the tomahawk and put it on the coals.
Yep.
They cooked it on the frickin' coals.
Yep.
I'm thinking, how can you do that? You do it just fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
It
amazing.
tasted just fine.
Once the meat's cooked, the coals come right off of it. I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. They call that
So-
caveman style.
This summer we'll be having these guys up. We're in northern Michigan, and we're going to put together a barbecue deck, and we'll do some videos and make some good stuff and show you guys.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Before we wrap up, like we talked yesterday, but I wanted you to take a second to talk about kind of how you guys got started. I don't think we've ever covered that.
We
Like,
started.
how you started, when you started, how long you've been around. I
Well,
don't think we've ever discussed that.
We've been making. We were Country Walker. 11/7/77 was our opening day. All naturals. Okay. We were Country Walker for a long time, and then that went out of existence. But that started with beef jerky, and so Black Pearl exists because of beef jerky, because every one of these flavors that you guys like was made in
Was a
on
flavor.
jerky. Okay, so one day, not one day, but I kept on getting questions. Will you sell me the seasoning? And I said, no, it's proprietary. I don't want to sell it. It's our own blend. And then I said, but I hadn't paid attention as to what the rub industry had done. And with the advent of the pellet smoker, everybody's become a pro.
Yeah.
Okay? And so I said to Judy, I said, we can make some rubs. And pretty soon they were gone. And pretty soon I made more, and they were gone. And pretty soon, excuse my French, but I said, screw the jerky. This is a lot more fun, and it's a hell of a lot easier, and you don't have the federal government on your ass every day. We were inspected every day.
Yeah, I bet.
And so anyway, we have a lot more leeway with the rubs, and people want good food.
We started off with 2 flavors. We're up to 20 now.
20 amazing flavors.
Yes,
Now, do you see it growing, or is that like 20?
Oh, it grows every year.
Yeah.
it's
When
growing.
Jimmy comes up with a new one.
Oh, you mean flavor-wise?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here's what happens, Ryan, is that we get to a show that we've done several years in a row, and what's the first question they ask us? What's new?
Yeah.
So we try and have at least one new one when we go back to a show that we've done, so that we can say, hey, got a new one for you. Now this will be SPG, SPGO. I mean, we'll say we got some new ones, but they're diehards. I had a guy come up yesterday. He was at this show 2 years ago. Older guy, and he says, I need some of that cracked cherry.
Oh, yeah.
Right, sure.
Cracked cherry.
He says, that's what I call it, cracked cherry.
Cracked cherry. And we just had a good time with them. That's what we do with our customers. We have a great time. I can't tell you how many times they say, well, thank you. And I said, no, we appreciate your business. Thank you. But basically, welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Because once you've had Black Pearl, you're not going to settle for anything else.
Yeah. That's true. That's definitely true.
All right, well, the doors are opening up, so if you guys are watching this and you're coming to the Outdoorama or Home and Cabin Show, I think is what it's called, get on down to what's your booth?
1222 in the marketplace.
1222 in the marketplace or along the back wall. Come check them out.
Right,
if you're
right
not-
next to Ryan and Jimmy.
Yeah, if you're not if you're not able to come down to the show, go online. Everything's linked on all of our pages. Use code Terrible24, save a few bucks on it. All capitals, Terrible24. Any last thoughts, Jimmy?
No, I'm having a ton of fun with you guys here. I'm learning the sales pitch as I go, but I really like seeing people's faces as they're trying this stuff, because
Right.
you get a lot of noises and a lot of faces from people as soon as those flavors hit the
And
taste buds.
Jimmy, they don't even know they're making that noise.
Yeah, I know
It's
funny.
involuntary.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that we're watching them and their eyes just open up wide. Well, you just told me what you thought of the product.
Yep.
Right.
You didn't have to say a word.
The number
Yeah.
one word is always wow.
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 Yep.
Yeah, WOW. We love that word.
Wow. All right.
We should do one, Jimmy. Wow.
There you go. Wow. There you go. That's a new flavor. Wow.
We could do wow wow onion.
We still need that terrible flavor.
Yes, yeah.
The terrible flavor.
I can't put terrible on there, Brian. It just
TOP. That'll.
It doesn't make sense.
All right. Anything else from you guys?
No, I think we're
good for us.
All right. Let's get
Thank
the doors
you.
open. Hopefully for a busy day. Lots of sales. So get on down here, guys, and you got to try these flavors. They're intense.